Hey, what's going on YouTube? SystemSykos back with another pickups video. I wasn't really planning on doing the pickups this month because I barely picked up anything until the very last day of the month is where I pretty much picked up 95% of all this stuff. So decided, alright, let's do a pickups then, since I guess it's like a nice chunk of stuff that I picked up. So let's start off with the comic books that I found this last day, June 30th. I went to a local like thrift bookstore and they had these Ghostbuster comics that I had no idea even existed. They had a pretty big chunk of them. I looked them up and apparently there's about 28 in the whole set, and so there's about 10 of them missing, but I ended up getting the 18 that were there. I do have like the last issue. I'm just missing kind of like 10 from the very beginning, really. I do have pretty much all the ones in the end of the series, but the comic is actually not bad. I got it for 75 cents each, and you know, they go for like, I don't know, maybe like $3 to $5 each online, so I thought I'd get them all and hopefully maybe just get the other 10 that I need online and just complete the set. I think that's actually a pretty cool comic book series to find. Okay, now on with the video games. First one is actually a repro card that I got from a guy named Tendo64. You guys may know him. I actually follow him on Instagram, and he makes these games. So he puts them together, and I decided to get Battlemania 2. Sells them for about $35 each that's with shipping. And I've been wanting to play this game forever. This is actually a game that never released here in the States. The first one did. The first one was called Troubleshooter, but the second one never did. But this one is fucking awesome, dude. I'm glad that I freaking own this. I don't mind repo cards. Well, I don't mind repo cards that are ones that never released here in the States, but this game is fucking awesome. Now we're going to show you some Wii games. I got Donkey Kong Country Returns. Finally just decided to bite the bullet and get this. This was part of the buy two get one free off of GameStop, so I decided this was one of the games I wanted to get. It's 15 bucks. You know, I wanted to get it once the price went down, and I think $15 is a pretty good price. It's complete and it's in good shape. And then I finally found No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle. I have not seen this at GameStop in forever, and finally I found a copy of it. It was 12 bucks, so I decided, yep, definitely gonna get this, and it came with a manual and it's complete. I almost bought this online not too long ago because I figured I'd never find this at a GameStop ever again, but sure enough I found it and I insta-copped it. Next I'm going to show you some 360 games I got. I got Grand Theft Auto, Episodes from Liberty City. It's 100% complete. I actually found this at a thrift store for $2.99. So I already have this for PS3, but I decided to get it for 360, $3. It's not a bad deal. I found Beautiful Katamari. This was also $2.99 at the thrift, complete. So I decided to get that. And I also got Quake 4. This was also $2.99 at the thrift. Got me what is this? Lollipop Chainsaw. Always wanted this game. Finally decided to get it at GameStop. This was actually one of the other games for the buy two get one free. This is one of the ones that I bought. So definitely got that. I wanted it for the 360 rather than the PS3. I don't know. I felt like this was more of a 360 title in my opinion. And then the next three games I found at the Goodwill. These are sealed. This was $2.99. Call of Duty Ghosts, sealed, never opened. Same goes for Call of Duty Black Ops, sealed, never opened. And Gears of War 3, sealed, never opened. Found those three at the Goodwill for $2.99. I already own Gears of War 3. I'll probably give this away. And then these Call of Duties, I'm going to keep this in my collection because, believe it or not, these are the first Call of Duty games in my collection. I do not own any Call of Duties. I don't care for Call of Duty. But since I found these sealed for $2.99, I figured, let me just put this in my collection, dude, just in case somebody wants to play them. Because I do have nephews that like to play Call of Duty and they ask for it, and I never have any copies. So these are the first two Call of Duty games I've ever purchased. And they're brand new sealed, and they were both $3 each. So I thought that was a really good deal. Okay, now on for the PlayStation games. PS1 game, I found Gunfighter, The Legend of Jesse James. I found this at the thrift. I believe I paid $3.99 for it. It's actually a rail shooter, and it actually looks like a pretty cool rail shooter. I love rail shooters, and so I did my research before I decided to bite the bullet and pay it. But yeah, it's been a while since I found a cool PS1 game at the thrift, and found this is actually by Ubisoft, so it's actually a pretty legit game. I got one PS3 game this month, and that's Castlevania Lords of Shadow. This is actually the free game that I got with the buy 2 get 1 free from GameStop. I did not own this. I've always wanted this. I have a friend, Gatsuga, that said this game is actually pretty good. So yeah, I decided to get it. So this was actually the free game. Okay, now for the PS4 games. I got a limited run game called Octodad Deadliest Catch. This was a limited run. I believe there's only about 3,000 maybe a little more copies sold or made. It's by a website. This is actually their 5th one, I believe. I can't read that. Yeah. So I have pretty much all 5. Well, the 4th one hasn't come out yet, which is weird, but this is coming out July 4th. I'll be getting that one too. So cop this, just wanted it as part of the collection. This was actually an indie game, but now, the limited run is a physical copy of it. Alright, next game I got Mighty Number 9. I know this is a disappointment, but I actually had this pre-ordered. Got the PS4 version, which is actually the best version because it's a cross-buy. You get a PlayStation Vita and a PlayStation 3 copy of it. But, I'm actually having fun with it, so it's not that bad as people say it is. Next game is actually Nitro Blasters, another kind of like anime fighter. I always pretty much buy all the anime fighters, even though for the most part they're mostly mediocre. This one's actually a little better than the ones that I bought for the PS3, and it was cheap. Waited for the price to go down, and finally went down, so I copped it. And the last PS4 game I got was Odin Sphere. This is the Storybook Edition. I'm not going to open it up because, I don't know, I'm sure you guys can find another video that shows the inner contents of this, but it's actually a big box. I had this pre-ordered for the longest time, and here you go. Here's all the stuff that it comes with. Steelbook, t-shirt, little mini poster, hardcover book, and of course the box. But this game is fucking awesome, man. This game is really good. I don't own the original for PS2, but you don't need to own it because this one is the better version, way better version. So that's pretty much the gaming pickups for this month, guys. Before I go, I also want to show you I bought some brand new Ray-Ban sunglasses, looking fresh for the summer. These are actually prescription sunglasses, so these are official. I feel fucking legit. I feel like Terminator when I wear these. So that's the last thing of this month that I wanted to show you guys that I picked up. Alright guys, so that's it. That was my pickups for June of 2016. I appreciate you guys watching. Once again, like, share, subscribe. Continue to follow us on One Hit Combo. We'll continue to push this content for you, and we'll leave all the links down below. And I'll continue to try and make pickup videos every month at the end of the month. Show you what I got, regardless if it's just one game. I'll put it out anyway, guys. Alright? Once again, appreciate you watching. Peace out.